Hello, my friends. Today we will be talking a bit about Shavasana. So, what actually is Shavasana? What it's good for? Why it's so important? And most of all, some variations you could use for your practice. So, to start, Shavasana is considered to be the most important yoga asana that exists. Even though the name of the pose can be translated as corpse pose, so basically you're like a dead body on the floor. But it's so important because it's so much more than just lying on the floor. Because what you actually do is if you fuel your body by doing all the asana work before, this is like the nutrition or the food you put in your body, and Shavasana, so the final resting pose, helps you to digest all the nutrients of your practice. And it's basically also a really good place to check in with your body. So for me, I used to skip this pose, this final pose, for like the first, 4 years of my practice, because I didn't see the sense of it. But if you give it a chance, especially if you're like a very restless person who is like trying to be the most efficient you can be, this is actually the perfect pose for you, because it somehow like forces you to stop and take a moment for yourself. And this is why this pose is equally good for whatever fitness course or level of activity or activity in general you're doing. So just take at least 3 minutes at the end of your workout, of your yoga practice, or whatever you're doing, to just lie on the floor and check out how you feel, how your body feels, and to just like tune in with yourself, and you will gain so many benefits from this. And it's actually a very energizing practice in the end. So this is what I found most surprising. That's why I find it so important to share with you the different ways to approach Shavasana, so you can all benefit from that, because we all need to be more relaxed in our lives, I would say. So what's the original pose? OG Shavasana is quite easy to accomplish, I would say. You can use your mat, you can use a blanket like I do, a towel. If it's hot, you can just lie on the floor, so whatever feels good for you. And then we try to find a way to get my puppy out of the way. To approach Shavasana, we are going to start on our bums. Place your hands flat on the ground beneath you, feet together, and then just roll down slowly until your head lands flat on the mat. Put your palms next to your hips, flat on the ground. Lift your rib cage, and then slowly slide your feet away from you until your legs are straight. Let your ribs sink to the ground and your feet fall out naturally. And then start to sink into the ground, into the floor, the mat beneath you. Just arrive here in this very moment and place your palms facing up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Just stay here, you can keep your eyes open for now. Just check out how you feel, how it feels to just lie here, to be here, to arrive here in this moment. And starting Shavasana like this is always a really good starting point for a little breathing technique to like initiate the relaxation progress and to ease into the pose. So if you're in the mood for it, just feel free to follow my lead and just make sure you breathe very slowly and equally all the way from your nose over your chest, your ribs, all the way into your belly on the inhalation, and the exhalation takes the breath in the reversed way. So from the belly over the ribs, chest, and out through the nose. In the beginning, you can really focus here on this even breathing in and out. Maybe you notice how with every breath you can allow yourself to sink deeper into the ground, to really let go of your weight. You can get really heavy here, not just literally with your body weight, but also figuratively. So let your thoughts, your mind, your sorrows, everything that bothers you, also move with the exhalation away from you. You can sink deeper and deeper into the mat. And if you feel good here, I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe by now let your breathing travel naturally through your body. Let your face relax. So the forehead soft, the eyes soft. Try to be as still as possible for you in this very moment. Corners of your mouth, if you dare, slightly lifted. And the tongue lies heavy in your mouth. Lips softly closed, teeth not clenched. So really allow yourself to relax here, to be here and just observe. Observe how you feel. Check in with your body. How are you doing? Maybe depending on what you did before, how your day was, your week, your month. How do you feel? Is anything aching? Are your legs heavy? Does your head hurt? Or your fingers? Are you tired, exhausted? Whatever it is, you're here in this pose to simply observe without judgment. Just notice how you feel on the inside and outside. Just accept and let go. Try to get really, really calm here. Enjoy this moment. moments of relaxation for you. So to deserve it. It's very beneficial, very nourishing, even energizing, but also different every day, because every day is unique, right? You feel completely different every day, and so feels Shavasana. There will be days where it's easier to lie here on the ground, and then on other days you might find it really hard to find your peace in this position. So, to come out of the pose, just bring your feet on the ground, together, hands on your belly, back flat on the ground, and then lift your right leg over your head and turn to the right in the fetal position. And I invite you to stay here for a moment. Keep your eyes closed if it feels good, if you feel safe. And then just use your left hand to press up into a comfortable seat of your choice. Eyes still closed. Notice how you feel. If you feel anything. And then slowly open your eyes. Hooray to you for practicing Shavasana. Yay! And if this classic version of Shavasana doesn't suit you, or maybe you're practicing a lot and want to try out something different, or just switch your final relaxation practice up a bit, then you can always feel free, for example, to take a chair or whatever kind of furniture you have. Just put your feet up here, for example. Most convenient would be something like 90 degrees angle. And this is also really nice if you suffer from lower back pain, because when you go down here slowly, you can really get your back even lower to the ground, as you might be able to do in the classic Shavasana version. Same actions here. Feet fall out naturally. Don't force anything. Palms are open to the ceiling. And then just stay here. Same actions as before. Breathing, noticing, checking in with yourself. You can also put your hands on your belly if that feels more safe for you, so you can feel your belly moving up and down to the rhythm of your breath. Then enjoy the effects of this pose. And getting out again, coming to the fetal position, and press up again. Another nice option to do Shavasana is especially if you have been standing a lot, have been on your feet a lot, or maybe all day or whatever, just put your legs up the wall. What I'm doing here is I'm using a yoga bolster, so very stiff cushion, which just supports my lower back and helps me get my my booty really close to the wall. So the aim is here to get as close to the wall as possible. Let's go to the back and then scoop all the way up to the wall and then slowly come down and let your feet fall to the side. So this bolster is just here to support my lower back, and it allows me to open up my rib cage a bit more, and then I can open up my arms in shoulder height or a bit deeper, whatever feels good for you. So you feel more intense and a deeper opening of the whole front side, shoulders, chest. And it also feels really good to have the blood flowing in the opposite direction. I always love this pose when it's hot in summer, when my legs feel so hot and so swollen. This is for me my go-to pose. Actually almost every evening before going to bed, because it's just so relaxing and it feels so good. Yeah, just amazing. And to get out, just put your feet on the wall, 90 degrees, hands, palms down, scooch up your body, your bottom, and then go all the way down. And then again, to come out, same procedure, fetal pose, and then going up again. So if you don't like lying on your back at all, what you could also do is approach Shavasana lying on your belly. So use your hands, palms facing down, as a cushion, and put your face, your forehead on your hands. And again, let your toes touch and let your feet fall outside, and then you can stay here breathing. This is really nice as well. Nice variation of the classic Shavasana. It's good to sometimes also have the other side of your body facing the floor. Very relaxing, releases a lot of tension in your legs, in your thighs. It's good. It's good in your hips. It's also nice on your belly. And again, with every breath, try to sink deeper in the floor and get really heavy. So 2 more variations. Another favorite of mine, Supta Baddha Konasana, basically just means bringing the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out as much as feels good for you. You can always support your knees if they are tight by putting some blocks under them. That takes a bit of weight out of your hips, allows you maybe to stay here longer. So yeah, feel free to test it. I know in the beginning, or depending on what you do, people tend to have really tight hips, and maybe you will be here, which is also totally fine. It's just a matter of practice to get back this kind of flexibility and openness. So what we could do here is to start maybe with a little foot massage, if you're in the mood for it. And then we can slowly work our way down to the floor by bringing the hands down and really move slowly till you're lying down. You can take breaks in between to let your body adjust to the pose. Maybe here, like I do now, on your forearms. Or if you're ready, slide all the way down. And see how this feels. If you're feeling very hard and need to cool off a bit, feel free to grasp your elbows above your head and just stay here, or your forearms, whatever you can reach. That gives you a nice opening in the rib cage and the chest and shoulder girdle. So very, very, very generous pose. Super nice. And also stay here and breathe. Every feeling is welcome. Every thought, everything you can notice, just let it happen. Observe and breathe. To come out, again, close your legs, feet on the ground, and then just go into this little ball, this fetal position. And this is actually also the last variation I would like to show you. Very suitable and very helpful. When you had a hard day, you feel very vulnerable, very emotional. So then this pose for me is my go-to because I feel a lot more protected. You can also put your knees closer to your belly. You can always feel free to wrap a blanket around yourself if you feel chilly. And then you can stay here in this protected variation for your final resting session. Yes, and that sums it up actually. So, whatever you do, wherever you are, there's always a version of Shavasana for you. I would highly, highly, highly recommend trying it out. Now that I think developed a bit of patience for this asana, I really love it. And even if I don't do any yoga at all, just once a day lying in Shavasana changes a lot. So I hope, and I would be so happy if you would give it a try and just let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this video was helpful. And yeah, let me know how it goes. See you next time. Bye bye.